Oh, hello. You've caught me in the middle of bird watching. So, what's going on? Why am I making this video? Um, because I wanted to update and just kind of take the time to explain what happened. Now obviously there are only 90 subscribers, and to that I am incredibly grateful. I basically silent quit YouTube, and the reason for that is because I just got so burned out. I was posting every, I think, 2 weeks. Um, and in 2024 I was 19. So I was doing that, I was doing college, I was doing cons, I was doing piano, I was doing all of these things, and I just wasn't getting a return on any of it. I was working on my comic, I was doing so much art, but I was doing it for other people. I was not in a state anymore to validate my own art, and that started taking an effect on my body and my art. And it really sucked because I love art, but because I was doing so much for other people and other people weren't seeing it or interacting with my art the way that I had hoped or wanted, I burnt out. I burnt out so hard, and I'm still recovering from it today. Um, so 2025, I posted two videos. They were kind of silly little things. One was Orin High School Host Club. One was All for the Game. But that was all I posted last year, and it was kind of sad because I did really enjoy posting on YouTube. Um, I've been mostly active on Instagram now, and that's been a lot easier for me, but I still miss the challenge of, video production, making sure things look good, trying to keep up with like trends. That was kind of fun. There's so much that goes into video production that I feel like people don't know unless they've tried it. You're not just going to post a video and get famous. The people that you see on the internet with millions or, hundreds of thousands of subscribers have been around for a long time. They know what they're doing. This is their full-time job because they're so good at it. Like, you're not going to be Curtis Connor or Drawfee overnight. And that's a hard reality for formerly a 19-year-old, now I'm 21. Hooray! Um, to kind of understand. And that was one of the lessons that I really had to think about last year was, okay, I'm going to post this thing, but I'm going to post it for me because I'm happy with this art that I've created. And no matter what kind of reception it gets, I'm proud of myself. So that was something that I had to learn. Because I started my channel, I think I was 17, and I was really like, I'm gonna be a famous artist on YouTube. I'm gonna post every single week like clockwork. No, don't do that. Do not do that. If you are a small artist and you are like, oh my god, I'm gonna get so famous by posting you're not. I'm sorry to tell you, you are not. Unless the gods and the planets are all aligned in your favor, you are not going to get a million views on every single video. You'll be very lucky to reach 50 at first. So, I mean, I posted for 2.5-ish years straight, no breaks, and I was lucky to hit like 100 views. So, and I tried so many different things too. I tried different thumbnails, different captions, different descriptions, all of these different things that everyone is like, yeah, just modify this and you'll get a million. You will not get a million views, okay? A million is just my number that I made up. I made it up, but you're not going to reach that. You are not going to reach the levels of some of these big YouTubers, especially not overnight. So you have to really keep trying at it. And that's where my burnout kind of set in. I was like, I can't do this anymore because I'm not doing it for me. I'm doing it for other people who are not giving me the validation that I'm seeking from them because they don't know me. it's this weird circle. But yeah, what other things have been going on? Well, I've been doing more cons. I've been doing college. I'm officially non-binary. 2025, I was in my first relationship and then I was out of my first relationship, so that was cool. That was great. I started a new job. Originally, I was a teacher, um, and then I couldn't do that anymore. That was another contributing factor to my burnout was I was a teacher, and I just some of these kids, man, some of these kids, they take your heart. They're like Chris Deltarune, except instead of taking their own heart out, they rip yours out and just start eating it like an apple. That's what kids are like. Parents are the worst. Okay, I I like kids. I do like kids. I think they're very rambunctious, very precocious. Um, but parents are the worst because they're enablers. If their kid does anything wrong, this is a tangent. If their kid does anything wrong, they'll be like, "Oh, they're still learning, they're still growing. They've done nothing wrong in their whole lives. Have some money." Like parents. Parents are the reason I could not be a teacher anymore because they'll keep information from you too. It's like if your child has a learning disability or behavioral issues and then you are not telling us about it, like we're our job is to teach, not to be therapists. Anyway, that was a tangent. I started a new job. I work in a bakery. I'm very happy here. There's a lot of drama. There's like 10 of us on staff. Two of us work every shift, two to three of us, depending on how busy we are. There's so much drama. Like everyone's got some sort of I know all the gossip. I'm a terrible gossip, but yeah, I'm putting myself out there. I'm making new friends. I'm flirting with women. I went on a weird date, which is not a date, by the way. It was bad. This guy was rummaging through my glove compartment and he found my pills and he reached in and was like, "What is this?" And I was like, "That keeps me from myself. Put it back." I lost my insurance. That's another thing that happened to me. I lost my insurance because I'm not a full-time student. I only do part-time school. So fuck me, I guess. No lube. It's awful. So now I don't have insurance because every time I try and call, I've called like four agents. I'm not even exaggerating because every time I go to the fucking Medicare website, they're like, "Oh yeah, just put your information in and an agent will call you eventually." And then I'm like, "But I already talked to an agent." And then the agents are like, "Oh yeah, you apply for Medicare, just go to their website." And I'm like, "I was just there. I was just there. Why is it so difficult?" And then I go to the website and it's like, "Oh yeah, here's like 10 that you can pay for. None of them cover psychiatry because fuck you." Life is hard. Looked at rent prices. Rent prices are ridiculous. I love my family. I love living at home. Very lucky, very fortunate. Um, Rent prices are ridiculous. I was looking at the Crofton area because that's where I work, and rent was like $2,500 for a two-bedroom apartment. And me and my friend want to split the rent, but neither of us make that much. Like my budget would be like, I don't know, $1,500. But then what about insurance and gas and food? I make $14 an hour. I work somewhere around 30 hours a week. Like, oh, started drinking and I started taking Eddies. They're great. That's all I'll say on that. I did accidentally post a drunk video that was basically me saying all of this, but drunk. My piano teacher saw it and then emailed me for the first time in a long time. That was nice. I do kind of regret posting that video though. But yeah, I'm active on Instagram still. I was thinking about getting a TikTok. Don't tell my dad. I like putting my thoughts in the world, and I like the validation from strangers, and I like talking to people. So I won't say look for new content because I don't know what I'm gonna post or when I'm gonna post it, but this has been a life update.